Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm Melissa, the boss lady here at 𝗡𝗄𝗄 If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot and we appreciate your support. Today we're going to be making our August Artisan Soap, and this will be available on our website at 𝗡𝗄𝗄𝗄.com next Friday, August 6th. As always, I'm going to start with our coconut, olive, castor, and certified sustainable palm oil. Then I'm going to add in my lye water and blend that up until emulsified. I forgot to add in my kaolin clay earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and add that now. I like to add it before I add the lye just because it takes a little while to get that incorporated, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna try not to over blend it. Next, I'm going to add in our fragrance oil. I love how soft and sweet this fragrance is. You get a little bit of honey and orange in there. It's really a great fragrance. I'm splitting this batch into these little containers. I want one uncolored, and I'm going to add Gold Coast Holiday Mica to the other one. And then in this larger container, I'm going to add Honey Blush Mica. I'm going for a rich honey toffee kind of color scheme here, and I'm really loving the way these colors look together. I'm doing a drop swirl today. I love doing this type of swirl. I love how when you pour in each color, it'll change the look of the soap, and you never really know until you cut into it, but I love how this design usually looks. So I'm going to start with my large container as my base and then break that up within the soap mold by adding the two other colors. I try to mix things up and not pour in the same way every time. This way the swirl is different every time. Like I always do with these artisan soaps, I'm going to leave the top flat so that it's ready for piping. I'm using a large star tip, and I color the frosting with Gold Coast Holiday Mica to tie in the accent swirl in the soap. Normally I stack the frosting doing 3 on the bottom and then 2 and 1. Today I'm going to do 3 dollops, then 2, and leave the last center dollop off. I'm doing this because I want the soap to look a little different, and I have a much larger embed to add to the soap. I couldn't find any honeycomb molds that I liked. Everything was too small or too thin, so I decided to make my own. I took some bubble wrap and placed that in the bottom of a 2-pound mold that I have. And then I mixed up our melt and pour, and I split it off into 2 colors. I did Gold Coast Holiday Mica and Honey Blush. And as I was pouring that into the mold, I kind of swirled it a little bit just to add a little bit more dimension and depth to the soap. And then I stacked another layer of bubble wrap on top, kind of pushed it down a little bit and let that set up. After that set up, I cut it into pieces. I wanted it to have that big, chunky honeycomb look to it. I am so excited. They turned out fantastic. I love them. They're so big and chunky, and I'm going to put these on top of the second layer of frosting and try to resist the urge, the very, very strong urge, to add glitter. After waiting far too long, I'm back for the cut, and I wanted to show you real quick how I unmold these loaves. I'm going to separate the sides and kind of break the seal on each side of the mold, and then just going to pop it off the bottom. So it's kind of like a suction cup there, so you just want to break it apart. I love these silicone liners, and they make life so much easier. Now that everything is lined up, we're going to cut this loaf and see how the swirl looks. I love it. I love that you can see all the different colors in the swirl. The frosting turned out fantastic. This embed is exactly what I imagined. I am so happy with it. Oh, it smells so good. You can get that hint of honey and orange in there. And I think Ryan was right. I think it turned out better without the glitter on top. As hard as it was not to put it on, he was right. Thank you for joining me today. This soap will be available on our website, 𝗄𝗍𝗶𝗆.com on Friday, August 6th. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your support, and we will see you next week for another video.